Okay, so good morning. We're starting 10:21. How many more weeks do we have? Actually, 3 and then final. Yeah, but it's not going to be the whole week. So this week we only have Monday to Thursday, and we have a test on Wednesday, right?
And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then Thursday with the holiday, gobble, Thanksgiving. So, do you guys have plans yet? Oh, Black Friday shopping. Yeah. Oh, I was going to buy the tablet. This one. Is it Cyber Monday better?
Yeah.
Well, where do you buy it? Is Surface? Amazon.com?
Yeah.
Okay, so Monday morning I have to. Maybe I skip last night. Just kidding. No. We're gonna finish. Yeah, because you guys get all the material for conference. Okay, so let's start with parabola. And we're going to talk about geometric definition. We're going to talk about the focus of a parabola, which is a little bit different from what we learned in Math 125, even though they're referring to the same thing. All right, so let's start. Share the desktop. Okay. Okay, so let's Math 260, and this is parabola, which is new section. 10.1 is parabola. All right. So anyway, what is a parabola? So I'm going to write the definition, and I will draw it. So A, this is the geometric definition of a parabola. So parabola is the set. Oh. I have to, hold on. I have to turn it off. It's silent. Okay, silent it. So a parabola is a set of points in the plane equidistant from a fixed point F. So F is called the focus, okay, and a fixed line L, and is called the directrix. All right. So how do we graph these then? Okay, so let's just graph the one with center 0, 0. All right. Oops. All right. So how are we graphing the parabola? So it's a set of points in the plane equidistant from a fixed point F and a fixed line. How come the curve is equidistant from a fixed point and a line? So this is what's going to happen. So let's just say the center is 0, 0, and this is your focus, okay? The focus and the directrix is equidistant. So this is one of the points, so this is called the directrix. So this is L and this is P. This is F, focus. This is 0, P. So the distance between these two is called P. All right, so same distance. Now, this is the directrix. Okay. And how do we draw it? So what we're going to do is, this is the trick here. From the focus, you are going to measure 2p. So 2 times p. So this is p is here approximately. So this is p. P is the distance from the center, from the vertex to focus. So p. So the distance here is 2p. All right, and to the left also 2p. So this point right here is 2p comma p. Well, you don't have to write that down, but we know that the distance here is 2p, 2 absolute value of p, 2 absolute value of p, and this is your parabola. All right. Okay. All right. So look at these 2 points. Yeah. Well, let me wait for you, because I want to talk about what it means to be the same distance or equidistance from a fixed point F and a fixed line. All right. Yeah. So let's look at this point. This point here, the vertex. Is it the same distance from the focus and the line? Yes, this is the same distance, right? Now, what about this distance? So this point right here, is it the same distance from the focus and the line? Yes, they are the same, right? So any point on your parabola has the same distance from the focus to this line L. So if you choose any point here, so suppose I have another point here, then the distance from the focus to this point is the same distance as from the focus to this line. Any points on the parabola should have that distance. Yeah. Okay, so questions so far about the directrix, about the definition of parabola. Yeah. All right. So anyway, what is the equation of parabola with center 0, 0? So we could actually derive it. Yeah. So equation of vertical parabola so let's label this as V, vertical parabolas. So equation of vertical parabolas with or centered at, or with vertex, I should say it's not center, with vertex at the origin is x squared is equal to 4py. So this is vertical. So x squared is equal to 4py. Yeah. So if p is greater than 0, the parabola open up. If p is less than 0, parabola opens down. Okay. So remember, if it is vertical, just remember vertical is x squared. If horizontal, then it's y squared. That's how I remember it. If you have y equals x squared, then it's vertical parabola. Okay. All right. Are we okay so far? Now, this line right here is called the focal diameter. Okay. So from this point to this point is called, the length is called focal diameter, and in Latin it's called latus rectum. So focal diameter is 4 times absolute value of P. Yeah. So diameter is positive, so that's why we put an absolute value here of P. So 4P here is actually the length of the focal diameter. So 4P here is the length of the focal diameter. All right. Okay. Okay. So you want an example now? Or do you want me to go over the horizontal one first and then the example is mix and match? Probably better, right? Okay. So you can recognize, oh, this is a vertical parabola versus the other one, which is a horizontal parabola. Yeah. So let's do the horizontal parabolas and then we'll do example and then you can recognize this is vertical, this is horizontal. Okay? All right. Let me wait for you. Are you still writing? Okay, let me wait for you. Make sure you know how to graph. Yeah. So we will graph later on because this is the different way of graphing. Remember in Math 125, how do we graph parabola? We find the vertex, then what? Draw the axis of symmetry, right? Okay, and then choose some points, find a y-intercept. This is a different one. We find the vertex, we find the focus, and then we draw by using the focal diameter. So what is the length of focal diameter? 4P. So 2P on the right of the focus and 2P on the left of the focus. Did you see it? So the length from this point here, from this focus to here is 2P, and the length from this point to the other point here is 2P. So 2P plus 2P is 4P. Does that make sense? Okay. So 2P to the right, 2P to the left. That's why it's 4P, and that's the focal diameter. Yeah. All right. So now let's talk about horizontal parabola. Okay. All right. Okay. So see, horizontal parabola. All right. So there are two kinds, and I'm not graphing them. This is just a really rough sketch. Okay. So there are two kinds for horizontal parabola, and remember, I'm not graphing them correctly. Oh, okay. So this is x, y, okay? Now, the equation is, for horizontal parabola, is y squared is equal to 4px. This is the equation for horizontal parabola. With vertex 0, 0. All right. Y squared is 4px. And remember, this is horizontal. It is y squared. By the way, what is p? I didn't write that before. I should have written it. What is p? P is the distance from vertex to the focus. Okay? So remember this. P is the distance from the vertex to the focus. So I'm going to write it again for this formula. for the Bose formula. What is P again? The distance from the vertex, if it's important to know what P is, to the focus. How come we have two types of vertical parabolas? How come one opens up? How come the other one opens left, opens right and left? Yes, so when it opens right, P is greater than 0. Yes, so opens right. That's right. And what happens here? P is less than 0, so it opens left. Yes? So if P open right, if P less than 0, open left. Alright? Alright. Good. Now, for example, now this is where we do example. Find the focus, directrix, focal diameter. So what is the other name for focal diameter? So you have to be familiar with both. Latus rectum. Yeah? Because some books just call it latus rectum and some books call it focal diameter of the parabola. And then we will sketch. All right. Okay, so number 1. Y squared is equal to 8x. Okay. So which one is being squared? The y. So do we have a horizontal or vertical? Horizontal. Okay. Good. Y squared. So I always write it because I usually forget. So I always horizontal. Why? Because I have a y squared. Yeah. So it's horizontal is usually x, right? But this is y that is being squared. Now, what else do I know? Does it open up or down? Opens up? Opens left, right? Up, down? Yes, that's right. Well, I didn't ask you the right question either, right? Yeah, it opens right. Good. Why? Because P is greater than 0. What is P?
1.
Is P 1? So what do we know here? 4P is equal to 2, 8. So P is equal to 2. So this is the distance from the vertex to the focus. So the easiest way to do is to sketch it right away. So this is how we sketch it. So always sketch is important. So always sketch. If they don't ask you to sketch, then we do a rough sketch. Because otherwise it's really hard to remember, oh, this is 0, P or something like that. It's easier when you sketch. So there is nothing to memorize. So we just have to sketch. All right, so I'm going to sketch this and then answer the questions after sketching because it makes it easier, right? Okay, so P is 2. This is sort of too small. Let me do it again. I have to do a bigger one. On the sketch, yes, like this. Yeah, I should have started on a new page, right? So X, Y. So what is the vertex? 0, 0, yes. And then later on you will have something that is translated, shifted. So 0, 0. All right. So let me do this one first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, center is 0, 0. Where is your focus? Left or right? Your focus is on the left or on the right? On the right, yeah. So this is your focus. Now, from my graph, and also where is your directrix? 2 units where? To the left? Yes. So this is my directrix. Okay, so I could actually, by graphing this, I could actually write down my focus already. What is the focus? What is the focus? Oh. What's the focus? 2, 0. Yeah. Did I have to memorize anything? No. I just have to get it from my graph. Right? I didn't have to memorize anything. I just got it from my graph. Now, what about the equation of the directrix? What is the equation of the directrix? This is a vertical line, so it's x equals to what? -2, yes. Finish. So you see how the sketch makes it a lot easier, even though we didn't sketch the parabola yet? F is 2, 0. Okay. Now, so we're done. Well, actually, we didn't sketch. What is the length of the focal diameter? So the length of focal diameter is what? 8, yes. Okay. So I'm going to draw from the focus 8. So how do I split up my 8? 4 up and 4 down. So 4 up is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to label this point. This is 2, 4. And I'm going to go down 4. So this is 2, -4. That's it. This is how I'm going to draw my parabola. Finish. Oh, well, of course, it has to look better, right? They have to be symmetric. So this is the way to draw my parabola is a little bit different. So that's my parabola. Yeah. All right. I'm waiting for questions. Are we okay? Yes, Sandra. The formula is always 4p. So if this is 8, it means 4p is equal to 8. Yeah, that's right. Good question. Good question. So did you hear what Sandra asked? This number, is it always 4p? Yes, it is. It is always 4p. So if 4p is equal to 8, then we could solve for p. So whatever this number is, it's going to be 4p. Yes. Do another one? Okay. This is easy. So you see how we graph it differently? Yeah, we graph it differently, right? Good.
Sorry, question. Okay, so how did you get the directrix?
Oh, okay. Good question. Good question. Yes. So remember, we always start at the vertex, and then p is your distance to the focus. And it's also the same distance to the directrix, but it's on the other side. So the distance from focus and the from the vertex to focus and vertex to directrix is the same. It's just that one is one side, the other one is the other side. Yeah. And if the parabola opens right, where is your focus? It's on the right. Yeah, it's on the right of the vertex. So it's not possible to have focus here and then your parabola opens right. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. Good. Now, let's do another one, and then we'll talk about shifted, and we will talk about the application. Why is parabola so important? Yeah. All right. So number 2. What about if you have to graph these? X squared is equal to, x squared plus 6y is equal to 0. So what would you do here? Yeah, so we rewrite it. X squared is -6y. Right. Okay, good. Now, let's right away determine what type of parabola is this. Vertical? Okay. And if it is vertical, then there are two options. Why is it vertical again? You have x squared. Then there are two options, open up or open down. Yes. So the first one is 4p is equal to negative 6. So p is negative 6 over 4, which is negative 3 over 2. Right? So this is opens down. So your parabola opens down. All right. Now, let's do the sketch. What is the vertex, by the way? 0, 0. Okay. And let's do the sketch, because once we sketch it, then we know exactly how it looks. So it opens down. All right. X, Y. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. Now start with the vertex. 0, 0. Okay. Where is my focus? So it's going to be where? Up, down, left, right? Down. What is the distance? Negative 3 over 2. So it's right here. This is your focus. Can I know the coordinate of my focus? 0, comma, negative 3 over 2. All right. That's right. So it's going down. Yeah. How about my directrix? Well, it's the same distance from the vertex, which is 3 over 2, but where? On top? On the opposite? Yeah. So this is my directrix. It is still 3 over 2. Now, so I'm going to write here now. Focus is 0, comma, negative 3 over 2. What is the equation of my directrix here? Is it vertical or horizontal? Horizontal. So the equation starts with y equals, right? Not x equals, but y equals what? 3 over 2. Yes. There you go. Good. Now, how am I going to sketch it? Oh, focal diameter. What is the length of my focal diameter? Yes. So the length of my focal diameter is 4 absolute value of p, which is 6. So how am I splitting up my 6? 3 left and 3 right? Okay. So 3 from here, I have to go 3 left. So this is negative 3, comma, negative 3 over 2. And when I go 3 right, I get this point. So this is 3, comma, negative 3 over 2. All right, then there you go. I'm done with my parabola. All right, that's it. That's my parabola. Doable? Yes. How do I get the 6? The focal diameter is 4p, 4 absolute value of p, right? So this is actually, this number right here is your focal diameter. This is your 4p. Remember, that's the formula. So this is your 4p, but you need the absolute value, so that's why it is positive. Yeah, so this is your focal, the length of your focal diameter. Remember, the formula is x squared is equal to 4py. Yeah, so this equation is x squared is negative 6y. So what do you get? Well, 4p is equal to negative 6. Right? Okay. But you have to take the absolute value because we're talking about the length. Yeah, so when we're talking about length, it has to be positive 6, not negative 6. Is it okay? Okay, good. Do another one? Oh, let's do shifted. Yeah. Why don't you do this? Okay. This is a different problem. So, find an equation for the parabola. So this is the other way around. With vertex at the origin and satisfies the given condition. So number 1. So focus is negative 8, 0. All right. And let me see. Yes. So what would you do? They only give you the focus. Yes. So remember, what do you need to do? Rough sketch, right? Always rough sketch. Okay. So the vertex is 0, 0. All right. Then where is your focus? Negative 8, 0. So where is it? To the left. So this is negative 8, 0. Then do we know the parabola open stripe left, up, down? Yes. So it follows where the focus is. So this is a rough sketch. So you don't really have to do it well. This is just a rough sketch. Yeah. Now, what do we know about this? P is equal to? What is P equals to? Negative 8. Okay, good. Then we know the equation. Is it x squared or is it y squared? Yes. So y squared is equal to 4px. Yes. So this is my equation. And do I know P? P is equal to negative 8. So what is y squared? Y squared is equal to negative 32x. Yes, that's right. If it is 32x, then it's going to open right. Yes? Good. Doable? So what is really important here? Rough sketch, right? The sketch is important. So before we do anything, we will sketch it. Now, why don't you try this? There are 2 more. Okay. Directrix, y is equal to negative 10. That's the second one. So number 2, well, I will copy it to the other side. So number 2, directrix. So I know that directrix is y equals negative 10. Can you try it? So this is a different problem. Let me, if you guys are done, then I will copy it to a different page. So what's important again? Rough sketch. Yeah? By the way, I emailed you the sample test, right? So 2 files, the sample test and the solution. Yeah? So did I tell you which problems you're going to work on? 41 till 85? Yes. And then you skip 1 problem, which is number 48, correct? Okay. Is it the same sample test as what you have? Or a different one? It's the same one, exactly the same one? It's just that I didn't include the answers? Okay. But I have a solution. So I sent 2 files, right? Yes. One is the solution. Yeah. For chapter 9 and 10. For chapter 11, I have to give it to you separately. Yeah. Okay, let me copy this. All right. So what would you do here? We rough sketch, right? Okay. And rough sketch doesn't have to be too big and doesn't have to be too exact. So where is the vertex? Yeah, 0, 0, and y, directrix y equals -10. How do I graph y equals -10? Is it horizontal, vertical? Horizontal, right? This is -10, so this is your directrix. All right. So what about your focus? 10? Okay, so what is P? Positive or negative? Positive, yes. So this is your parabola. I mean, it shouldn't be that bad, right? Okay. Well, this is a rough sketch only, right? So P is 10. And is this x squared or is it y squared? X squared? Okay, why is it x squared, not y squared? Opens up, yes. So x squared is equals to 4py. So remember, it's 4p. So p is 10. What is your equation? X squared is equal to 40y. Finished. Doable? Yes, right? Now, number 3. It says that focal diameter. Oh, hold on. Yes. Focal diameter is 8. And then focus is located on the negative y-axis. What does it mean? Again, we rough sketch, right? Okay. What am I going to draw? Focal diameter is 8. So what is focal diameter? For absolute value of P is 8, right? Absolute value of P is 2. Where is your focus? Negative y-axis. So where is it? Here? Yeah. So what is the down or up? Oh, down. Yes. What is this? -2. The distance is -2. Right? Okay, this is your focus. Good. And your parabola opens where? Up, down, left, right? Down. And I know P, is P positive or negative? P is positive or negative? -2, yes. Good. And what's the equation? X squared or y squared? X squared? X squared is equal to 4py. So P is -2, so x squared is equal to -8. 4 times -2 is -8. So what is again is important? The sketch, right? If it's not sketched, then even though the problem doesn't tell you to sketch, then you have to sketch it. Yeah, because it's important. You got to know P is positive or negative. Is it x squared or y squared? Doable? Okay. So I'm going to talk about the shifted parabola. Okay. Shifted parabola. All right. What do you think happens when we shift it? It moves, yes. Does the shape change? Not really, right? If you shift it, then it doesn't change. So what's the equation? Oh. All right, let me see. Why is it so low? Yes, here. So C, is it C? D? D. Shifted parabola. Well, it's exactly the same. So what about vertical parabolas? Vertical parabolas. So this one either open up, same thing. If P is positive, and then opens down, it should be 1 if P is negative. Okay. Is it x squared or y squared if it is vertical? X squared. So you remember that, right? So this is how the shift goes. X minus, so it's x squared, but we shift it. Right? Because we shift it. X minus h squared and 4p times y minus k. So what is this? This is the equation of vertical parabola with vertex parabola with vertex. Can you guess? You shift it, so you move it. So h comma k, right? So x minus h, y minus k. So the vertex is h comma k. So this is minus h and minus k. All right. Now, can you guess about the horizontal parabola? So let's do horizontal parabola. Is it x squared or y squared? Yes. So what about the equation? It's not y squared, but shifted, right? Is equal to 4p. It's not x, but shifted. What am I going to write next to y? Y minus k squared, x minus k. So h is always associated with x. And k is always associated with y. So this is the equation of the vertical parabola with vertex. Oh, you are totally right. This is not vertical. This is what? Horizontal. Yes. So can you make the change? This is supposed to be horizontal. Thank you. With vertex h comma k. And for horizontal, what happened? If p is positive, right? What happened? The parabola opens, right? Okay. If p is negative, yes, the parabola opens. Are we okay? Yes? Okay. So let's do example. Let's see here. And the book will tell you, oh, this is 4p plus h or p minus h. So there is some formula. Yeah. 4p plus k, something like that. You don't have to memorize anything. What you need to memorize is horizontal, y squared. Vertical is x squared. That's it. And then 4py or 4px. Yeah. So, for example, here. All right. So, for example, so sketch. So it's going to say find the vertex of focus, directrix, and then sketch. But actually, what we do is sketch first. All the time is sketch first. So all the time we sketch first. When we find something, we sketch. Yeah, so that's how we find the focus, directrix, etc. X minus 2 squared is equal to 4 times y plus 3. And then, first of all, we're going to decide, is it vertical, is it or horizontal? Vertical? Why? X squared? Yes. And specifically, does it open up or open down? It's vertical, up or down. So why is it up? P is greater than 0. So your parabola will open up. Okay, that's right. Where is your P? What is your P? 1. Your P is positive 1. So B, vertex. 2 comma negative 3? Yes. C, we will try to find focus. Well, we have 4P is equal to 4, so P is equal to 1. So this is the place where we start with our rough sketch. Because we don't want to memorize the formula, right? 4P plus H or 4P minus Y, something like that. I don't even know what the formula is. But this is the place where we start sketching. When we know P and we know the focus, this is where we start sketching. All right, so X, Y. Same thing as before. It's just that our vertex is not 0, 0. So it's something else. But it's the same idea. 2 comma negative 3 is right here. So this is my vertex. 2 comma negative 3. Okay. Two comma negative 3. Good. What next? After you draw the vertex. Focus. Where is the focus located? Remember, it opens what? Up, down, left, or right? Up. So my focus is up on top of my vertex, right? Because my parabola opens up. How many units do I go top? 1. Okay, so this is my focus. Do I know the coordinate of this point? Yeah, what is it? 2 comma negative 2. So do I have to memorize anything? So it's actually, if you memorize it, it's going to be H comma K plus P. Do you want to memorize that? H comma K plus P? No, right? We're just going to sketch it. Yeah, I don't have to memorize anything. Yeah. So the focus is here. What about my directrix? Directrix is a line. So you go down. Yes, that's right. There you go. So this is my directrix. Y equals negative 4. Well, maybe I have to label this as well. Is it clear? Yeah. Okay. Now, good. How am I going to graph it? What do I use when I graph? Focal diameter. Yes. What is my focal diameter? 4P. So remember, focal diameter is 4P. So 4P is equal to 4. So the focal diameter is 4. So how do I split my 4? 2 to the left and 2 to the right? Okay, there you go. 2 to the right. So I'm going to label this. This is 4 comma negative 2. 2 to the left. This is 0 comma negative 2. All right. Good. Then that's it. This is my sketch. So I'm using only 3 points to sketch my problem. So this parabola is x minus 2 squared is equal to 4 times y plus 3. Yes. When I draw this, yes. You see what I did wrong on my sketch? What did I do wrong? Yes, I shouldn't draw from here. I should have drawn from vertex. Okay, thank you. Ooh, somebody's awake and somebody's sleeping here, I guess, right? Okay, I'm so sorry. Now I lost my coordinates. Yes, you're right. I should have drawn it from the vertex. Thank you very much. So it should have been here, yes, and should have been here, right? Yes, it is, because those are from your focus. 2 units to the right from your focus is here, right? So it doesn't change. Good questions. Well, thank you. All right. Doable? One more? Okay. What about this, number 2? So today we do parabola, tomorrow we do ellipse. Probably, yeah, ellipse, yes. Or maybe we should start ellipse today also. So tomorrow we could finish hyperbola. Then we talk about your sample test, right? Can you look at the solutions also? Because I emailed you the solutions. But this is what I don't want you to do. If you look at the solution, look at the problem, look at this, this is easy, skip. So that really defeats the purpose, yeah? So don't do that, okay? So you need to work on it and then compare it with the solutions. And the solutions are not all. Did I give you the odd or the even? The even ones. Either way, you have answer in the back, right? The last page of your test has an answer. So you could check, if you work on the odd, you could check the answer in the back. So the test that I sent you, it has an answer key in the back, the last page, yeah? Now, what about this? X squared minus 4x. Maybe I should change it because we didn't do the y. Sorry. Let me change the question. So y squared minus 4y is equal to 8x minus 28. So here, what am I going to do? I need to complete the square, don't I? Right? Because here I don't have it on the form. So how do I complete the squares here? Y squared minus 4y. So I need this. I need my binomial square, remember? So what am I adding? Plus 4, both sides. Now, does everybody remember how to complete the squares? Yes? Okay. So I need to complete the squares first, and this is where it is. Right? Okay. So this is 8x minus, is it 24? All right. Do I know the binomial? Yeah, it is y what? Minus 2 squared. So this is y minus 2 squared. Factor out what here? 8 times x minus 3. Good. This is my equation. And I could work starting from here. Now, first of all, we try to recognize what type of parabola. Horizontal? Why is it horizontal? You have y squared, yes. Specifically, does it open up, down, left, right? Well, horizontal, it cannot open up. So, opens right. So you're expecting a parabola that opens right. Yes? Okay. B, what is the vertex? 2, 3. Good. C, What about the focus? Yes. So we know that this is, what is this number here? 4p, right? So 4p is 8. So this is actually your focal diameter. So p is equal to 2. This is where we stop, and then we start with our sketch. Because otherwise you have to memorize. Oh, this is, what is it? H plus k, comma, 8. I'm sorry, H plus p, comma, k. So we're not going to memorize, we're going to sketch. Too many H and too many P's we have to memorize. So no, we're not going to do it. We're going to sketch. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two comma 3 is right here. 2 comma 3. So this is your vertex. All right. Good. Now, how am I going to find my focus? Or probably you try it first, right? Okay. Let me give you some time. So we're missing Fernando, right? And Kevin. Everybody else is here. Oh, and Jack. Yeah. Why aren't they here? They're not dropping. Okay, so how do I find the focus? 2 units up? Okay. Is it?
No.
No. 2 units to the right. Yes. Well, okay, because we decide in the beginning. Alright, so this is 3. Okay. Then what about? So do we know the focus? Yes. So 2 units to the right is 4 comma 3. Good. Now the next one is directrix. Yes. So this is the directrix. 2 units to the left. So x equals 0. So I got these after I graphed, right? So the blue one here that I got here is after I sketched. Yeah. I did not memorize anything. Now, if we need to sketch, then we're going to graph. So focal diameter. What is my focal diameter? It's 4p. So what, this number right here, this is also 4p. So focal diameter is 8. Yes. So remember, this is 4p. Your formula is 4p. Yeah. How do I split my 8? 4 up and 4 down. Yes. So 4 up. And this is 3. Right. This is 2. Yeah. So 3 plus 4 is 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is, what is this? 4 comma 7. All right. Then we go down 4 also. So what is this? 4 comma negative 1? Okay. So after you label that, then we just draw it. The bottom one is always harder for me to draw. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. A little bit harder for my hand. Anyway, you know what I mean, right? Sorry. Like this. Doable? Yeah. Yes, Charles.
For the vertex, is that HK, right?
So it has to be 3 comma 2? Yes, it is. Okay, so this is wrong, right? We have to scrap everything. Oh gosh, yes. So here is wrong, here is wrong, here is wrong. So we gotta redo them. Yes. Ah, yes. Thank you, Chow. He told you earlier, right? But it's okay. It's still doable. We could still do it. Okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. Yes, you're right. So now you'll remember, right? Yes. So the vertex is 3,2. You are very right. So when you cross this and then you remember, oh yeah, we made mistakes. So next time, if it is horizontal, we're going to be careful. Yes. So the vertex is what? 3,2? Yes. So notice here. So put a big sign here. Oh, this is something you have to notice. Okay. So vertex is 3,2. You are very right. This is your vertex. So how many units is your focus? No, it's still 2. It's still 2 units to the right. Yes. So what is your focus then? 5,2. Yes. Is that right? So this is your focus. Good. What about your directrix? Yes, that's right. X equals 1. You're right. Good. How about your focal diameter? It is still the same. It's 8. So how do we split the 8 again? For up, for down? Yes. So 2 plus 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 5,6. And then? 1, 2, 5, -2? Okay, thank you. All right, then there you go. Yes, thank you for telling. Yes. Otherwise, you guys are all wrong. Good. Yes. So remember, the vertex is 3,2. Okay, this is something you have to be careful on. Yeah. And I have to be careful also, not just you. Okay. Good. Last one. Write an equation for parabola. So here you have to sketch first. Okay. But it's not that bad, right? Ellipse and a hyperbola is the same. Yeah. Almost the same. So number 3. So vertex is, so you have to find the equation. So write the equation. For the parabola. Alright, so the vertex is -2, -1. And the focus is -2, -3. So we have to start with the sketch now. So we have an idea. We have a visual aid. We're going to start with sketch. So -2, -1. Oh, let's do the tick marks first. Wait, are you okay? Are you okay? Is anybody lining up for Black Friday? Lining up? No? Lining up where? No, Black Friday, you're here? You're going to be here? No, lining up, because people usually line up in Walmart or in somewhere. No? Oh, you're here on Black Friday? Okay. No, but you're going to soon, right? Maybe after Thanksgiving dinner or before Thanksgiving dinner. Okay, so -2, -1. Yesterday I went, on Saturday I went to two Thanksgiving dinners already. With, you know how my husband is in Pepperdine, so one of his colleagues invited us. So I have turkey already, 2 times. Okay. So the vertex is -2, -1. And then the focus is -2, -3. So it's right here. So focus. Okay, you don't have to graph, but how do you think that your parabola looks like? Open up, down, left, right?
Down.
Down. Okay, we don't really have to do a good sketch, but a rough sketch would be good. Yeah, because they don't ask. You just have to find the equation. So what do we know given the vertex and the focus? P, yes. So P is equal to -2. Yes, this is from your graph, from sketch. We know P is equal to -2. And is this horizontal or vertical? Vertical. So this is vertical. And do we know x squared or y squared? Vertical. So this is the thing that we know from the sketch. Vertical. So x squared. So this is how I'm going to prepare this. This is x squared is equal to 4py. And I just have to put in my h and k. So x minus what? X minus -2, so it is x plus 2. Supposed to be x minus -2. And y plus 1. Okay. And p is -2, so what do we have? Yes. X plus 2 squared is -8. Y plus 1. Finish. This is your equation. All right. Did you guys find it doable? Yes? Okay. So when you walk out of this class today, do you understand about parabola? Yeah? Will you remember vertical is x squared, horizontal is y squared? Oh, yes, horizontal is y squared, and you remember when it's shifted? Yeah, and remember, when do you have to be careful? When for horizontal, the vertex is still h, k. Yes? Okay, I'm done with parabola. Tomorrow we will do ellipse. Now, would you be able to look at your sample test? Yeah? Okay. All right. Okay, guys, see you tomorrow. We have a test on Wednesday. Yeah. All right. Finish, everybody? Yeah. All right, so we're done with parabola 10.1. Tomorrow we will start with ellipse, which is 10.2. Okay, good job, everybody.